Bugle Boys.
Bugle Boys.
Bugle.
Bugle.
Bugle Boys. Bugle Boys. Bugle Boys. Bugle Boy.
Bugle Boys.
Hey, big ups everybody tuning in. This is the first official live streamed episode of the Bugle Boys podcast.
Woo, hell yeah.
A couple of gunshots for the boys.
What?
We gotta go easy on those. That's gonna piss some people off. I'm your host, Chrissy, aka Stacks Edwards,
AKA
aka
Fax Edwards.
Fax Edwards, aka Host Malone, the
AKA
man with enough AKAs. And to my right, we got the usual boys in the building, Mr.
What's up,
Poppy
y'all?
Chulo, aka Uncle Gino,
Hey,
rolling
everybody.
through. He is the proud owner of the Vintage 905 store in little quaint downtown Whippy.
a quaint business establishment.
Oh.
Downtown Whitby, 108 Dundas Street. Come on through. We're already chilling.
You know
on the
it's
live.
good. And to his right and my right, and in front of the camera for your lovely viewing, you got my good old buddy, long sleeves Steve, with his long sleeves up in his bitch. You know, get that Tommy on your body, getting all naughty. You know,
Ooh.
shit, we really out here,
Oh, wow.
Mr.
That was
Ill
good.
Audible,
Hey-o.
Tommy boy in the building, Tommy Pickles.
Tommy Pick. Ooh.
No, Tommy was his son. Stu
Yeah,
Pickles was the
Stu's
father.
dad, yeah.
Stu was an inventor.
Stu was the
I'm
inventor.
surprised they haven't done a live action remake of that yet.
I bet you they will.
So I guess we should start off this little podcast by, I guess, kind of giving a little brief synopsis on,
I like being on the camera.
you know, what we're gonna be chit-chatting about and all that jazz.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
Yeah, what's up? So yeah, we're gonna be chopping it up, going through a lot of things. Mostly here to talk about music, pop culture, clothing, sports, comedy, entertainment, stuff that we enjoy, life,
We're gonna
growing
bring
up,
it- bring our-
Gotti,
Bring our lives to you.
what it was like growing up in Whitby, the mean streets,
I
oh,
grew,
and the Schwa.
I grew up in Oshawa, yeah.
We got a little. Oh yeah, for all you Whitby viewers, we got a little Schwa kid in the building.
Yeah.
But you know, it's all good.
Uh-huh.
He's got his pass. He can come over.
Well, this is fun.
Sometimes.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so it's good. It's good. We got the video popping, you know. And yeah, we got it going. So how you guys
what
doing?
What are we gonna talk about?
Yeah, what are
on
we
this
jumping
one?
into first,
What are we
man?
gonna jump into first, eh?
Like, what is this? What do we do here?
I believe we just discussed that.
Yeah, I mean, like we've been
think
doing
that's
it. You know?
Yeah, no, we've been doing. I guess for the most part, if whoever is tuning in for the first time, this is the first video version of this. We had a bunch of episodes
We're
up.
just gonna keep those SoundCloud ones on the back burner.
Yeah,
chest.
yeah. This is the
Close
this
to
is
the
the
chest.
revamp. This
Yeah.
is the revamp, rebrand.
It's gonna be
Get it popping,
like hidden. They're gonna make Easter eggs. Just drop them.
bro. Like
On
down the
Spotify.
Only
road, they'll be like the lost tapes, man. We'll just like let them slide out, you know.
When we start taking the podcast on the road and we're doing like international stuff, the real fan's gonna come and be like, "Yo, I know about the non-video episodes."
Dude,
They're gonna make some. They're gonna make some reference. Be like, "Oh, you guys remember that time at? Oh yeah, you guys remember that time at Hop's
No,
house?
it was a good
that
thing.
was crazy.
Oh,
yeah, that was
man.
crazy.
No, yeah, it was a good thing that we did those too, because like I feel like
It was-
getting some of those things out that like now I know I probably wouldn't talk about again. Like
Yeah,
you
it
know.
was learning, man. It was practice. Like that's the whole thing, right? Is feeling it out. Like that's, you know, and just trying to get your rhythm and know what you can and can't say. Because like after you listen to it and you're like, fuck, because you just get in, we're just chopping it up and it's a conversation. And you realize, yo, it's out there.
This
Other people
makes
are
it feel a
listening.
lot more real though.
somebody's
video?
somebody's probably listening to this and being like, "Yo, these guys practice. They sound they sound like ass."
Yeah, for
What
sure.
do you mean this isn't your first
These guys
time?
are
yeah.
We shouldn't have.
Probably
wrote
shouldn't have
that.
said it. Probably like this is our first time. We don't even know how microphones work.
Maybe people are just tuning in now. So in which case, this is the first
Pretty
time
sure
we're
it's like
doing
I'm
this.
pretty sure we got 3 viewers and it's all our moms. But I don't
That's
know.
fine.
Hey, my mom said she was gonna watch, so
Nice. Yeah, I
Shout
didn't
out
send my
my
mom the
mom.
link because I didn't know, you know, what we might talk about. But I was like, let me get a G-rated version down the road for you, and then it'll be all good.
So what are we gonna talk about?
Well, Steve,
Speaking of that.
a lot of things. But well, let's start off
Man,
like
a lot's
how
already happened.
yeah, a
in
lot's happened already in
2019.
2019.
Like it's
Twi-
ridiculous.
right?
Where do you
It's
start
just
off?
clicking by.
Start off with a bang, as they say.
Also, I want to say that last January felt like it took way longer to get through than this January has. Last January felt like it was at least 2 months. I don't know. if
Yeah,
you
was
felt
that just like a personal thing where you just like
I
felt like it was
guess,
a
I don't
slow
know.
month? But I have felt like this month has gone by quick.
Yeah.
Mind you, like I hate January. January is like the most hated month because
That's
it's
also
like
just getting older, I think. You just start getting into rhythms and routines, and then it's just like, oh shit. Like some days I forget like things that I've done that morning, and it feels like it was like yesterday. You know?
yeah, no, for sure. I forget stuff all the time, but it's weird. I'll remember something from like a long time ago, but yeah, I won't remember like what I had for dinner last night.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck? But like I remember like this incident like 3 years ago with like Dan at some bar that was hilarious. Like why does my mind think I should remember
That's
this?
the important things.
Or
in
like
life, yeah.
I'll miss something at work. I'll be like shit, I totally forgot about that email. But it's like I'll be like thinking of like something stupid. It's like why does my mind choose to keep these things and just forget about like your regular day to day stuff?
Yeah, the brain's it's a crazy thing.
It's wild. It's wild.
Or like, why do I remember lyrics from the worst songs
From
when I
Linkin
was,
Park.
Like
yeah.
like the Soldier
Yeah.
Boy number when you were like
Yeah, exactly. Like I just know that number off by heart for no reason. But
Shout out Big Draco.
Shout out Big Draco, friend of the show. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, he might be.
Oh, he's a
Yeah.
listener. I know. I actually sent Soldier Boy the link, so I know he's listening.
Dude.
Shout out Soldier Boy. Big Draco.
Damn.
Boom.
I was impressed, man. I didn't know we had those kind of connects in the industry.
I don't know if he's listening. I sent it to him.
Dude, this is now the official Big Draco cast. But we should speak about Soldier Boy because Soldier's just coming on crazy.
Everyone should
This
speak
is
on
like
Soldier.
both. This is
You-
like
how
both
can you not?
such a calculated move on his
Oh,
part.
man.
But also like equally like. Do you think he meant to just go viral and make himself a meme?
Oh,
like
he
obviously
had
he
to- he's
obviously
always
he
kinda
meant to get
done
into
those
the
things.
media, but like, do you think he was really like being like, I know I'm gonna become a meme with the Drake?
I feel like he did it because it's the cadence. It's the way he's
Yeah.
exactly. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's saying again, Kanye, Tyga, Drake, like it's that- but like, no, for sure, man. He's definitely so smart where he knows how to work the media. He knows what's trendy and catchy, man, because he writes those catchy tracks, right? So it's like he knows what's catchy
Does
and
he
what's.
still like? I honestly,
People
for the
are gonna
life
say
of me,
again.
haven't. I don't
He
think
just
I've heard
dropped something
anything
new. He did it smart. I'm pretty sure he dropped something new. I saw something.
We were just listening to old Soldier, and I was like, yeah, but I don't think I've heard anything new.
No, nothing.
Did he
Yeah.
release anything this year or last year?
I'm pretty sure we should
He's
check.
releasing stuff all the time.
Yeah, he's always dropping
Really?
songs.
He's a
Oh,
frequent.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like in like general? Oh, he's been dropping music.
He's a,
like-
he's a
my
constant. Like
ears
he drops
not
mixtapes and that all
on
the
the
time.
street.
but it's
that
just
sounds-
like low. It's just more low key. Like it's not as just in your until now. Like now, I think he's getting more back on like centerfold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's with the way he's been popping. But those interviews, that Breakfast Club interview was
You watch it?
yeah,
You watch the whole thing?
yeah,
Amazing, eh?
hilarious.
It's like even the stuff that like they're like that Drake like that's definitely a meme. But
Yeah.
there's so many parts that like haven't made the clips that are just equally as amazing. I love it. He just Tyga. He starts getting so mad about Tyga. He's Tyga. He's like Tyga. He starts doing all the same things, and then later they bring up Tyga. Goes, man, I love Tyga. He's like, I can't wait to do a song with Tyga.
Dude, and then yeah,
Like,
like
just
this-
like a complete. Well, it was a complete flip, and he's. It was one of the best interviews I've seen.
and the line that he said about Drake. You mean Drake, the kid who's trying to hide his kid from the world, but trying to
Yeah,
what do you say?
right.
I can't.
Got smashed by Pusha T.
Drake, I wasn't hiding no
oh.
world for my kid. I was hiding the world for my son. he goes from degenerous.
From degenerous, yo,
He
he
did-
did.
he
He
didn't-
called
he-
him
he
didn't even-
degenerous.
He didn't even
really-
say Degrassi. That's
Nah,
just disrespect.
That's so disrespect.
I
bro.
really wish he had been like, Drake.
Drake.
I'm not with the rah rah. I'm with the da da.
Oh
You
no!
guys love that line, eh?
I-
Like,
that
I
is
hate
That
not-
line still,
It's not,
anytime it
man.
pops in my head, that's a guaranteed little belly laugh. You know, just like that is the most like ridiculous.
What song is that? Is that
fucking-
Mob Ties?
No, it's
It's
I'm not with
Drake.
the rah rah. I'm a
Is it
da
Mob Ties,
da.
though?
It's so
I know, I gotta look
dumb.
it
I
up.
want to say that's what it is. It's a because whatever it is, it's a good song. Is my point.
yeah,
And like it's a song I listen to, so I actually hear it like every once in a while. And every time I hear it, you're right. I just ha.
Yeah, it was Mob Ties. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mob
Th-
Ties.
Thank you.
Damn.
I know my Drake.
Shit, better than me.
But that's the thing. Like I like that song, so I hear it, and then so I do hear that line like every once in a while, and I just for anyone who doesn't know, the line from Drake is, "I'm not with that rah rah. I am a da da," because he was recently found out that he was a father,
What?
and
Crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's just such a weird way to speak on it, right?
Totally. Well, it was funny. It was a hey,
I'm
but
going with that.
you know what though? We're speaking on it right now though. Like it had legs, I guess. It's
I
now
guess.
how long ago, and you know,
yeah, but are those the kind of legs you're trying to, you know?
nah, but he's got a lot of legs,
Those
man.
look like my legs.
He's got a lot of
It's
legs.
Do you think-
spindly.
Man's got layers, dude.
Do you think-
Layers.
do you think
got
when he,
singing
uh,
Drake, you got rapping Drake, and you got this next layer of Drake.
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
thi-
the
do you-
comedic value
relief?
Drake.
Do you think when he
Comedic
was
relief and value.
Yeah.
Do you think when he was writing that bar, he was like, I'm not with that rah rah, I am a papa? Crosses it out. I am a dada. Yeah.
Yo, he might have, man. He might have. Depends on where his head went first.
Father?
Yeah, yeah.
It, Fafa?
Yo, I can just just picturing though,
Bruh,
like him in the
what?
booth, like serious as shit, spitting that bar, and the dude's just sitting at the mixing board, are just like, holy shit. Like, yeah, try that one more time. It didn't sound mean enough.
Jesus.
Try one of these?
They didn't really feel how not with the.
Oh, you want to hit an
rah-rah
air horn
you are.
button? This is top left, bro. There you go. Get a little air horn in your life. But yeah, yo,
Big Draco.
Oh, Jinx, you owe me a soda, baby. I gotta go easy on those.
Do you guys want to go? It'll take a while for it to get here, but you guys want to split on a soldier system?
a soldier system? Yeah.
Yo,
Wait,
I
he
love
said to
how
wait for the
he's
second
putting those
gen,
on,
bro.
But he's playing like PS4 and Nintendo Switch and whatever. It's like
It's
that
just
should be at
it's just
least-
an emulator, right? Like it's just an emulator and they're licensed games, so it's not.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Like you can
still,
buy
like-
the same version for cheaper. I'm pretty sure, just it's not soldier branded.
Well, one other.
But apparently he's got some pluses to it.
One other thing that like they were doing that on that interview was there was like a website like Soulja Lies or something, and it was just like things that like Soulja Boy had been like accused of like lying.
Yeah.
And they read him out to him, and he was just like, "Nope." And then like,
Yeah.
one was like, "You signed a $200 million contract." He's like, "Millions is millions, Charlemagne." And he's like,
What?
The way he goes, the way
he's like, "Was it 200 million?" He's like, "Millions is millions."
Sounds like
It's-
Trump, man. Like that's some shit
Right?
that would fumble out
Soulja
of
Boy,
Trump's mouth.
Soulja Boy, and Trump are so similar, actually.
Yeah, what the hell?
Facts.
When you think about it,
gibberish.
man.
Yeah.
They're both mad influential. Both did like a ton of things.
They both did a ton of things, but I mean, Trump has some bad business practices. I
So
feel.
does Soulja Boy, man.
Yeah.
You think the Soldier System's legit?
Yeah, true. Wait, yeah, true. I mean, but I got hey,
He's,
respect, man.
he's
You-
selling an iPhone.
young entrepreneur
he's selling
in the
a
game, man. Oh, the Soldier watch.
Remember
Oh,
when he
good.
showed? Remember when he showed him? Remember when he showed him the bank?
Oh, did you see the background on my watch? It's
It's fantastic. Chalkline, shout out Chalkline official, actual friend of the show.
nice.
They make like those crazy Fanimation jackets, like with everything on the back, and
Yeah.
they did a mock-up one with that with Soldier
is
Boy.
that?
So it's a mock-up of, for anyone who can't see it, it's Soldier Boy standing up like Jesus, and he's got
Oh,
Drake
yeah.
and Tyga like holding on. to him,
You've
like,
seen that
all,
picture,
all
eh? Like,
somber.
they-
It's
yeah.
like oh, Soldier, you know?
They made a mock-up of a jacket, like
The
with that on the
internet,
back.
man.
It was so good.
That's crazy.
And people are like, "Yo, release it, release it." Shout out Chalkline. I hope they release that jacket.
Tight. Does he have license to it, or is it because he can't license a picture?
I think because it's just like I don't know. It probably wouldn't be good business to put out a thing of Drake like just bowing down to Soldier Boy
Yeah, true. You
for
don't
like a
wanna-
major company. He like
It's like yeah,
like
true.
they'd probably want to do like a collab with OVO in the future or something.
completely yeah. Good
More
call.
than like just to put out like a funny Soldier Boy jacket that I alone would buy.
Yeah,
Like,
true. Yeah, there'd be a lot of people that would buy it, and then a lot of people who wouldn't buy it, and then OVO
Yeah,
would be sour
it probably
about
wouldn't be.
that.
It's probably just not good
And-
business for like a bigger company.
for sure. But it's like
It's
they-
hilarious though.
It is hilarious. At least they shared it on Instagram and shit.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I
Nice.
hope they make a bootleg.
Damn, someone's got to now.
Right?
Now that someone's put that idea out there, there's got to be a bootleg for it somewhere.
Vintage 905 might put out some sweaters in the
Shit.
future.
Yo, do you sell bootlegs in there, or are you strictly
No,
against it?
yeah, like vintage bootleg. Yeah, man. Vintage bootleg stuff is sick.
What do you mean, like vintage bootleg stuff?
Well,
Break
like
it down for those less.
Like me,
Knowledgeable
I have no idea
viewers.
what that means.
well, the easiest way to describe it is like difference between like a fake and a bootleg is like a fake is something that is supposed to look like say like a Louis Vuitton shirt that was like released by Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
If somebody made one that's trying to look like that and pass it off as that, that's fake. But if somebody was to take back in the day, if they just made something that was completely like not something they released, but put like the Louis Vuitton logo all over it, but like with like on a Nike shirt or something like that would be a bootleg.
Huh.
Like it's like fan art almost,
Word.
and that stuff's worth a ton. Like bootleg rap tees are worth so much
Why?
because there's only so few of them made, right?
Is it
Like,
like that? Is it like Dapper Dan in New York?
Yeah, exactly.
Who would go and like take like.
He would take like actual Louis Vuitton
high-end
material
stuff?
and then like put it on sneakers and then like make suits out of it. And,
Oh,
like,
okay, so that is sick then.
Like
But
that.
not like an actual.
but
just a-
Dapper Dan did bootleg too. Like,
Oh, complete
Oh,
bootleg?
yeah.
But he also did where we actually had the fabrics and then rebuilt it into something.
yeah, I don't know that much about Dapper Dan. I'd like to know more. Like, I don't want to
He
misspeak on it.
I've heard. True. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
just
it's like it's very cool. I know he made like some really cool shit for Mike Tyson and that.
Yeah, he was big in New York, right? He was a big clothing guy in New York, and then didn't he end up working with who is it, Louis Vuitton or some shit?
Oh yeah, it is Louis Vuitton. Like that's what he's famous for.
Yeah, so I think
But I don't know exactly how he did his stuff.
I
Like,
thought they
don't
hit
know if
him
it
up at
was-
one point. We're like, yo, you're just like sick. So
Like I think he made
could
bootleg
be wrong.
designs and he ended up working for them. Like they're still like
Yeah.
I know even like this year they're releasing like a Dapper Dan
yeah, because
collection of some sort.
I hear he's huge in New York. Like still, like he's just like one of those New York legends. But yeah, definitely like to hear more about him.
I've only ever heard just like random bars about him. I've never actually looked into the man himself. What's this?
Oh, technical.
Just got a text that the live stream was a little
I was gonna say it looks a little choppy up in that shit.
chop style. Who's saying choppa style? That was Choppa.
Young Choppa?
You remember that?
No.
You don't remember that song? Choppa style.
No,
No?
not at all.
I wonder who did that. No, it's going. Oh, it seems like it's going perfect.
Weird. See,
All right, we're still
here-
live. We're good.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going good.
We're in the
wow, we are
Matrix
literally
now.
testing.
Yeah.
Weird. That's weird hearing that like delay there. I don't like that.
But yeah, it
Feeling
seems
more
to
and
be
more like a
all
Black
right.
Mirror
No, but that
episode.
was good. Sorry, that was a little weird live moment, but this is live streaming.
We're working out the kinks.
Oh, the video is definitely going to be a little choppy just because of my internet. I've been trying to sort it out better. The uploaded, once it's recorded, it should be a little smoother.
Whoa, what?
It should be a little smooth. It should be a little smoother once the video, once it's recorded and uploaded.
Okay.
It's just the live streaming, just my internet isn't. You know?
Yeah.
So that might be
My-
the issue, but I think the audio is clean.
Mikey, who sent me a text saying that the live stream's not working. Check your internet.
Mike said that?
Yeah, my buddy.
Shout
Ah.
out, buddies.
Yeah. Let's
Damn.
shout everybody out.
Well, I don't know what to do now. If we're, I mean, it opened up.
I
on
think we're
here.
good, yeah.
The audio sounds clutch,
good.
so we'll just keep
We're
going.
good.
It's recording, and you know what? You guys can just check out the audio version on
Oh.
Friday morning when we drop it.
Bam, 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 bam.
So yeah, for people listening, we will be
Wait.
dropping audio.
Just make it sound choppy.
Yo, these guys trying to make it sound like it's choppy. Friday mornings, we will be dropping the audio uploaded on SoundCloud, and hopefully by next week, we will have it on Apple playlists, Apple Podcast app, and possibly some other platforms.
Ah,
Hell yeah.
But at least on SoundCloud, which is a free app for everybody. So it's
Boom.
really,
Shout out to Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy, when he said that thing on the Breakfast Club thing,
Yep.
about Drake stealing his line, that was 100% true though, eh?
Oh,
oh,
yo,
yeah.
completely,
What's
man.
what's happening and
But I mean,
what's
don't people do that all the time?
Yeah,
It's
for
just
sure.
like a-
For sure.
Absolutely.
It's just,
Like a
but
shout-out.
like, good on Soldier for saying it and repping it. Like, if Drake should have came out and been like, hell yeah, that was like a inspiration, blah blah blah, then it doesn't matter.
I read about
it's
it though.
beneath him, I imagine. He's just like, I don't need to address that.
Who, Drake?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna address it now. Why would he address it now?
No, I don't think he's gonna address it. But I mean, like,
Oh,
if he
maybe
really,
he'll address it via phone note that he'll send. Bing, 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 bing.
You know, it was the worst one ever when Macklemore won the Grammy for Best Rap Album,
Yeah.
and then it was the year that like Kendrick Lamar, I think it was
Got
Good Kid,
robbed.
Mad City, like
Yeah.
which was just crazy good.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
And he sent him a text and was like, oh bro, like yeah, you totally deserve to win. And then he like screenshot that he sent him a text and then like put it on his Instagram, which is like, and people are like, yeah, like this guy's so like brave and that. It's like, yeah, but no, he's
No,
only
yeah.
like clearly just looking to be like,
Fuck yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm
Like,
saying.
that's what pisses me off about people that do it on social media and shit, where they'll like videotape them like buying a homeless person a meal or some shit. It's like, okay, like cool that you're doing that, but you didn't have to film it and put that online for all the likes. You know, it takes away from the good act of it all, which is dumb.
yeah, no, fair enough, fair enough. Sorry, I was just adjusting, and I wanted to make sure our stream was up and running. This is the first episode. A little bit of
I
trial.
just
and
got
error.
a text from Rose Clark.
What does he
He
say?
said that live stream was
It's popping.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's popping. He said the Instagram link wasn't working, but it's popping.
Nice. Oh, the Instagram link wasn't working.
Yeah, but everything else is a-okay. Shout out to everybody
Damn.
tuning in.
Yo.
Honestly, anybody who checked this out, thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man. This is the first
Yeah.
episode, you know,
Yeah,
first of the
yeah.
video. We working out a few kinks of the live stream.
Yeah,
You know,
we're having fun.
man's internet is only so good. So,
Yeah, we having a good time.
but we're out here having a good time talking shop. So yeah, shout outs to Big Soldier. I think we pretty much covered that topic.
Yeah, the goat.
Man's killing it. Do you want to go continue with new music?
Sure.
Been a lot of good music. There's been some new projects dropping recently.
Of 2019, yeah.
2019. This week recently, I guess today was the new XX project. The exact name, shoot.
Which is weird for anybody listening like live, because today is Wednesday, and music usually drops on Friday. We were perplexed earlier,
Yeah.
but
It's not like he had much of a say in it.
oh,
but
Jesus.
we did realize, we did realize that it's his birthday today, so we're thinking that's why they dropped the album.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, it is XXX Tentacion. I probably butchered his name like I always do. Presents Members Only Volume 4.
Tentacion.
But I was listening to it in the ride home today, and at work there's a few good tracks.
Yeah,
You
the
guys
track
check
that
it
you
out.
played earlier, I was actually.
Gassed up. Yeah, the beginning of the album I was liking. The last few before I got out the whip, I was like I wasn't feeling too much.
Nah.
But I'll probably give it another listen tomorrow. But Future's album, did you guys check that out?
I did. I listened to it a couple times, actually.
Nice. What were your thoughts?
I thought it was like really good if you like Future.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. Yeah, it's Future. It says, did you see some of those articles that were going on? Him talking about like those interviews, him talking about the lean and everything.
Yeah, he's always been very
It was humanizing. Seeing him talk or reading him talk like that.
Yo, wasn't it? Didn't he say that it was Juice World that when they were working in the
Yeah.
studio, he came in and Juice World was saying, oh, you were
When I
really
was in
inspirational.
6th grade, it was what inspired me to try lean.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he heard that, and he's got a kid too now. He's got a couple kids, doesn't he? How many
I
kids does
listened
Future
to-
have?
Probably.
Future's got like a few kids.
Yeah, Future's got a few runarounds, right? So he's like,
Few
shit. So
baby
he's thinking about it, man,
mamas.
because he's,
That's a lot of child support.
But yeah, Future Hendrix presents The Wizard.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, there was some heaters off. It's a good Future album, man.
I really like when him and Young Thug do songs together.
That was probably the best track on the album.
I think they have a tape, don't they? Future and Young Thug, like it's older. Like it's probably from like 2014 era.
Can't remember, man. If you don't know, because I know you're a pretty big Thug fan, I can't
I
think
believe
of
they
it.
do. Like it was when he was doing stuff with like there's like a Gucci and Thug tape.
I like
I
their
think there's
tracks
a
together. I
Future.
just can't remember if I
And
wouldn't know the name of the tape.
Gunna's on that song too, right?
Huh?
Gunna's on that song too, right? It's
Yes.
Future, Young Thug, and Gunna.
Yeah, I really like. Do you like Gunna?
Oh yeah, big time.
Dude, I like Gunna
Yeah.
and Lil Baby.
When
That
we
project they put out together was really good last year.
for anybody anybody who saw who's a real OG listener of the show,
Real OG Bugle listeners,
they
what's
would know
up?
they would know we all
Bugle.
Gunna was one of
Boys.
my top fives of the year. Top five rappers
Top five.
of 2018.
Shit. Yeah. Oh, Lil Baby? Or Gunna, did you? Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I was thinking Lil Baby. I was actually confusing the two.
Yeah, I just want
They
to
are
clarify
very-
that out.
they
you
are
knew
very-
that.
those
So
two-
Lil Baby was in your
Yeah,
top
yeah,
five.
Yeah, what
yeah.
the
You're
fuck?
all right. Yeah, Lil Baby and Gunna.
We're all
They've got they got the same sort of yeah. All right, fellas.
Yo, this is the way he said it.
Nah, you right.
Album
You're
of the year.
But yeah, it was
I know. No,
Album of the year.
album of the year.
I'm waiting to get my album of the year
See,
2019.
real
out.
buglers, if you were listening, you would have heard
Yeah.
Gino's like 10 albums of the year last year.
Hashtag album of
Carter
the year.
5, album of the year, and then
Carter 5, possible album of the year.
that was
I gave
one-
it album of the year before it came out.
That was in my. I wanted to talk about my letdowns.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's not. It was.
I think if it had dropped when it was supposed to drop, it would.
Yeah, if
You
it
think
was
that
way
was it?
more hype.
I
Hell
think that
yeah.
was it too. I was wondering that.
Just
'Cause
because
you
like
could hear-
sounds change over the years, right?
But he had some more recent stuff. You could tell, like it was written later. It changed.
and
a
like
bit.
Kendrick even sounded.
But he was a lot
like older Kendrick, right?
completely. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, because he had the old Travis Scott on there, and it sounded like his old. Even the way his vocals were.
Well,
sounding.
yeah.
Yeah, the way it was mixed.
Yeah, the vocals were sounding way different. Because if you listen to old Travis Scott and new Travis Scott, you really hear a difference in the way that he works his vocals and shit. Like it's a lot. It sounded more like the older style, but
More refined auto tune.
I know like he probably will,
different processing. Yeah.
but is it confirmed that Travis Scott is he supposed to put out an album this year, or is he just gonna keep touring off Astroworld?
I have no idea. Did he say he was putting an album?
No, I even looked at our list here. We were putting out for potential albums, and he's not on there.
No. Yeah. I'm not
So there's
sure.
like nothing about it. I guess like Astroworld was like pretty big, and like his tour's huge, and his merch is huge.
He's that guy. He doesn't need to, right?
He's
And
so big,
he's so
man.
big. He can tour off that album, and exactly that album's great. So we can tour off that album. What I would do if I don't know if I would do that if I was him, but tour that album. You could probably tour that album for a good maybe a year, right?
Release a deluxe version.
And while you're touring, you're working on your next album, and then take another. You could release an album every other year at that
Yeah.
point.
Isn't that
And
what typically
just
do?
keep banging out that quality. You don't need to keep dropping those quick little mixtapes and EPs at his level, right?
Well, especially if you have a super successful tape like that.
Go do
right
some
off the bat.
features.
Yeah, that's when
Yeah.
you're like you
Hop
give
on
yourself a little bit of
features.
leeway. you
Yeah,
know?
hop on features. Put that big album out every 2 years. Tour the shit out of it.
Keep
Just
making
cycling, make
babies
that
with
bread.
Kylie Jenner.
Keep making babies with Kylie Jenner. Get that
I
bread.
think Riff Raff said something like he's dropping 6 or 8.
That you got guys like Riff Raff.
Yeah,
who
right?
drop
And that,
6 or
like,
8.
Vanilla Gorilla, Tangerine, Dream,
Man,
whatever.
shout out Riff Raff.
Aquaberry.
Yeah, Aquaberry, Fairy, Terry, whatever the fuck.
I think Aquaberry
Terry.
Yeah.
Aquaberry Aquarius already came
Yeah.
out. I think.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
got a
yeah,
bunch.
That was
Peach
last year.
Panther.
Peach Panther. Yeah, I remember he was rocking, and he
He's
always
at,
has
like-
those suits or whatever.
He's
that
gonna be
get up.
at tiptoeing in my Jordans 10 by the end of this run, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's putting on for the Jordan brand for sure.
I hope.
Jordans, not Jordans.
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 It's Jordans.
I think he was.
Jordans.
I think he was actually trying to spell Jordan. So
Just like, gave up.
He was like, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Riff Raff, man.
Damn.
Jeez.
But yeah, a lot of good music. So, did you hear the YNW Melly album?
Yes.
No. I don't even think I've listened to any new music this
Damn,
year.
bro.
Come
you
on,
slip,
man.
Seriously,
Yeah.
I've been in a.
But you've been
I've
listening to
in
like
an
weird old
early
music. Nah, you've been
2K
listening.
rock and like 90s rock.
I've been listening
for some
to a
reason.
ton. What
I
have
thought you
been
said you were listening to like
A
disco
lot,
like not too
Pearl
long
Jam
ago.
and Incubus and shit like that.
You're
Yeah,
talking about
nah,
nah,
grunge,
you're
eh?
listening to disco. What are you
well,
talking about?
I don't know, all over the place because Pop 2K and 90s 09 are just
Oh.
like my number 2.
So you're just driving a lot. It sounds like.
Actually, yeah,
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 that's-
it's just
Bruh,
like
he's
busy
got
season.
Sirius satellite radio. He
I know,
has like
yeah, that's what I mean. Pop 2. Yeah, these are radio stations. It sounds like you're driving a lot. You're listening
Well,
to a lot
and then,
of.
that's what I'm saying is
But
then,
yo,
and then I'm like
pop on
Shazamming
Shade
them
45.
and I'm adding
Listen
them to
to
like my
that.
Spotify playlist and shit, like, and then.
pop on Shade 45 every once in a
No,
while.
I mean I do. I listen to Rude Jude a lot.
Yeah.
I love that man.
He's rude as
I
fuck.
bought his book. That
Did
I
you?
haven't started reading yet.
Nice. I just got the Outliers book for Christmas.
You know
which
who
I'm
I would read?
Mm.
Polite Jude.
Polite Jude.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be
TBH.
nearly as fun.
Well, you are pretty like for like. I mean, even if you're from Oshawa as well, but you're still very well mannered.
Thank you.
As a joke, because I was like from Oshawa as well.
What? That was lost on that one.
It was a bad joke.
I thought it was a compliment.
I thought that was a compliment.
Oh man, I've got the. Oh, I can't wait to get all. I've got some fucking amazing samples. Like one of them
Yeah,
is
next
this,
week-
Like,
next
it's
week you're
this
taking over
one
the samples.
slow-
Yes,
It's gonna be beautiful.
I'm pumped.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you need
pepper
to take
one
that
in.
over. I need to. That's gonna be all you, baby.
I'm just gonna be listening like a hawk, ready to hit you with some hilarious.
You should
samples.
do.
But then you're gonna get to the point. Tom's not even talking. He's sitting there and he's like, "Fuck this, I'm
absolutely
live
not,
editing
yeah.
samples as we're talking." Somehow he's like recording our audio and then doing like random drops at the end with like dumb shit we said
That would be
already.
dope.
Somehow he samples what you're gonna say before you even say it.
Fuck, bro. How
Now
are you
we're
in my
just
head,
getting
dude?
More Black Mirror, man.
But you know what you should sample? The Happy Gilmore. Ha ha ha. Shut up.
I have
He
that.
has that.
I
Yeah,
know, that's
he's
why I
just-
keep saying it.
Oh yeah, you said that before, and you were like, "Yeah."
I know.
But then I had to delete them because you're like, "Yo, you guys, you have a lot of just like negative."
Yeah, a lot of them
Negative
are just like,
samples.
shut the fuck up. and shit
Fuck
like
you,
that.
you ass. Yeah, all like the insults. It was like all
Yeah.
insults.
There's one day that you hit me with like 8 in a row, and I was actually felt like accosted. I was like, yeah, man.
It's like what I do.
Yeah, it was aggressive.
Um,
That's what I'm saying.
is there any albums you're really excited for coming up this year?
Oh man, what was that list?
I have a list popping.
Do you have the list of upcoming albums?
Yeah, you
'Cause there was-
threw yours out because
I
you're
know,
not
I
because you're
wanted
not
to
a
be the wild
script guy.
card, yeah. No, but I remember seeing who is it? 2 Chainz has an album coming out.
He's not on that on our list.
Nah, we got Drake, Schoolboy Q, Absol, Bryson Tiller, The Weeknd, Post
Schoolboy,
Malone, Kendrick
baby.
Lamar,
Where's this list from?
Offset, Future,
Offset again.
Lil
Get the
Skies,
fuck
Lil
outta here.
Pump, Killy.
What are they gonna call it? The second rocket?
Yeah.
No, I found a list.
The second to last rocket?
No, I was just looking at
Rocket
another.
Crash.
Oh no,
list of,
sorry,
like-
that was Takeoff. Oh wait, which one are we talking about?
What was Offset's?
Oh,
album?
Offset hasn't
my
dropped
bad.
yet because he
Yeah, I
hasn't
was
dropped.
thinking of Takeoff.
Oh,
Yeah.
wasn't he supposed to drop
He'd
on
know
like
because now he's got to drop it
15th?
this year.
My bad. Sorry, Migos.
Migos understands.
Do you remember when?
I'm looking forward to. That's an album I'm looking forward to. Is Offset's album.
What?
Oh,
I,
dude,
feel
I
it's
like
gonna
his-
sound
I like when
pretty
he-
much the same. As
I like
the
the
other
way
two.
I
if
know,
he has a
but,
lot
like,
of
the other two
features, it's
weren't
gonna be
amazing.
sick. I like him. I like him as a
Exactly, that's what
feature
I was
artist. When he
getting at.
jumps on another track and he's featured on it, I think he does a really good like role as that, and like I like his flow.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
don't
I just
know.
realized my knees have been out.
Who's
this
your
whole time.
who's your favorite Migos? Y'all got a favorite Migos? Pick a Migos.
First off, it's favorite Migo.
that was a hard pop.
Migo. Yeah.
All right, who's your favorite Migo? You got one or no?
I would think probably Quavo.
Quavo?
Yeah.
I would have said that a while ago until I've been really bumping off. So I'd say Offset. I'd say Offset.
I do like
Quavo, Takeoff.
Offset quite a bit too. Like Met Gala with the Gucci Mane is a really good track.
Yes.
That stands out. I don't know, but I just think Quavo's more consistent. Like if I was gonna get one song, like if I was doing a track, and I can only pick one Migo for it, I'd probably pick Quavo.
Well, yeah.
And
well,
just
he
name too, right? He's probably the biggest.
He is the most. He does a lot of more like he's a little more melodical to it, like the way he kind of goes over his beats, right? Like he's really versatile, right? Like he does stuff with like Justin Bieber and shit, and like he has that like he could probably go real straight. Well, would you say Migos is kind of poppy now at this point?
Oh man, Migos is getting that bag.
Yeah.
They'll do a pop song with it.
Right? So like he could do straight pop and run that bag up a while. I think if he
wouldn't-
really wanted to.
Do you think Drake's gonna release another 2-disc special?
I hope not. He just needs to put out a nice solid one piece.
I hope he puts out a
It's a
more
little 12 piece for the kids, 12 tracks.
I hope he puts out
That's
a
my
more,
number for your albums.
You think it's gonna be a summer album?
If you're reading this, it's too late. I hope he puts out something more like if you're reading this, it's too late.
Yes.
Just because that dropped out of nowhere too, right? Like wasn't that like a surprise drop too?
I think so. Or I think it was like it was either like surprise or like it was like next month.
And it
Like
was
it was like no lead up. Like it was just like,
And it
I
was just
think.
way harder than everything else.
yeah, it was pretty hard.
Like I don't need a whole disc of Drake singing.
True. But that's
There was
but he
even the
has
song-
he has that fan base, right? Like he
I
has that
guess.
wide variety of like there is a big group who just love his singing.
If you're
I feel
reading
like-
this,
Yeah.
if you're reading this, it's already too late,
It's
If you're reading this, it's too late.
no,
or
I
just
think
it's
too
already, or
late.
it's too late.
I think it's just.
I'm
it's too
adding
late.
I think
words.
it's just it's too late. Yeah.
Either way, even on that, there's a song with Travis Scott that's very like singing, and I like that song. I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but like I don't know. There weren't very many like of those songs on the second disc of Scorpion I cared for.
True. Yeah. I mean,
Like I don't even think that it's so much that it was singing, like a whole disc of singing. I just don't think it was his best like singing songs or his best rapping songs. Hopefully 2019 brings a really good Drake album.
oh yeah. Oh, yeah. He had what was on the second one?
Drake's got to be coming up on some anniversaries, like when did like his first albums drop in that?
2008, 2009.
Yeah, so like was last year 10 years? Like the 10-year anniversary's got to be coming up, right?
Maybe we'll have to look that up and jot that little tidbit on the next app.
Yeah, right.
He's definitely got. He's gonna have some in the
Coming
year.
up on the anniversary of bringing that girl up on stage.
Oh Jesus!
You wanna go into that? That was
you're
weird.
bringing up some controversial.
Yeah, you're getting
things, Tyler.
controversial with this
What are you
bitch, but
talking about? It's hilarious.
that was weird. It's weird the way he handled it
was
too,
so
man.
goddamn weird.
Man, it was so weird.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It was not like it was like. But like, I mean, you want
It
to
was
just
like
say
a car crash. Like it was like hard to look away.
it
Even
was like
weirder
what he,
was
you know what was weird? It was weird what he said to her after. Like,
That was
don't
weird.
say those
After he
things.
found out, and
Don't
then,
say that.
Yeah,
Like,
that
why,
That was weird.
Why would? And
I
then
ain't
he
trying to go
kissed
to
her on the
jail
lips.
tonight.
Yeah, and then he kissed her on the lips too.
It
At
was
the
weird
end.
as hell.
If he just kissed her on the cheek, okay,
When-
you're just
and he-
being.
oh,
think
yeah.
about
That
it
was
like
weird.
Canada. He's just saying,
That
"All
was
right, girl, have a
weird.
good night."
That was weird. You know what else
But
was
he
weird?
kissed her on the lips.
You know what else
It
was weird?
weird.
All the like grown ass men in the crowd cheering.
Yeah.
It was all weird. Oh, it was all weird, man. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, no more doing that, Drizzy.
And then wasn't he talking about when
I should wear
Nardwar
pants that didn't have
when
holes in the knees.
Nardwar asked him about it, and he was talking about how he said he had like a trunk full of bras in his car, like a thing full of bras in his car,
No, the thing, because at his shows, his thing is he always has bras everywhere. Like he hangs like.
and he
girls'
kept
clothes.
them.
That's a big thing. Is like
I know,
he
but-
Why would
puts
he-
them on the
I
stage.
know, but
and shit,
keeping
I
them
think.
is like why?
I don't know
it's
if he
kinda-
actually keeps them. It's probably just a joke.
He said that. I don't know. Look it up. Nardwar
I saw it. That
interview.
was a good interview.
Yeah.
Yo, Nardwar interviews are always sick.
Nardwar's
though.
the man.
He
Shout
digs,
out.
he
Pulls
digs
out
deep.
the-
Shout
Did you
out
see
Nardwar.
when
Yeah.
Uzi
Nardwar
Vert
would-
ran away from him?
When who?
Uzi Vert, I think it was. He was just freaking out because Nardwar was digging deep about something, and he was just like, "What the fuck?" He like ran out, and he was just following him. He
We
jumped
have
into
to
a
know.
car. Yeah. He was just like, "Little Uzi Vert, dude, dude."
You're the Bugle Boys.
Little
We
Uzi
have to
Vert.
know.
Dude, like, yeah.
Thank you.
Nardwar would definitely have heard our SoundCloud episodes. He would have heard
Dude,
episode
he's-
3.
Yeah. Dude, you would have heard episode 1, like, before, when it was private. Like, before it was public.
Yeah, the ones that are close to the chest.
Dude, that, on top of that, we have the close to the chest episodes.
Yeah. I got episode 8 on my computer still under lock and key.
Yeah, we keep that one real close to the chest. Controversial.
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 Bam, 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 bam. All right.
But yeah, a lot of. I think there'll be some good albums dropping this year. I'm looking forward to it.
What else?
Well, I mean, we can talk about the big elephant in the room that we were talking about before. The craziness going on with the old R. Kelly.
Robert?
Robert Kelly.
Robert Kelly.
That's just a hot mess.
Jesus.
It's not a hot mess, it's just mess.
I mean, but this is things that people
gross.
have known for so long.
That's
that
the whole thing, right?
it's actually kind of I could see how it would be so angering to some of those victims to be like, cool, so it took a fucking documentary for the police to be like, all right, now we'll look into it. What?
It's crazy, man. But we are a very like a culture where you need to see something. You know what I mean? Like
That's not how the police are supposed to work.
for sure, for sure.
Just
But like public
oh
opinion.
shit, social media is looking at. Oh, we
But
gotta-
look at like Making a Murderer, like Stephen Avery. Like there's so many cases.
What?
with,
No, but that yeah.
that's crazy, right? But there's so many cases where there's evidence that's like could go either way or whatever. But like nobody would know a fucking thing about that guy if it wasn't for the Netflix thing. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it would still be just as whack, like whether or not he did it or whatever is whatever. But there's a lot of things that are crazy, but nobody would know anything about that if it wasn't for Netflix. Like obviously people knew about R. Kelly, so it's different. But like it does take putting it right in front of people's faces to really sway public opinion.
And also,
Which
'cause-
actually makes like police act on stuff, which shouldn't. You're right. Like public opinion shouldn't affect like the courts, but it does, man. Like it's crazy.
yeah, and it's also because so many people are so passionate about it. Because you're a huge fan, like that's your guy, that's your fucking, that. Some of, especially like his music, like you're not just listening to it at the club, you're listening to it at home while you're living, man.
Buddy.
You know.
Well, that's what the documentary's about, right? They showed the people singing fucking "I Believe I Can Fly" in
Oh,
church.
right?
They showed
Think about
They
that
showed like a
stuff.
pastor just like leading it, and everybody singing it in a church.
Oh fuck.
Like it's crazy, but and it's also like we've talked about it before, but like a hyper normalization because R. Kelly
Yeah.
was just like doing all kinds of like just freaky sex stuff all the time, right? Like in his acts and in his videos and that. And then even when you heard about this creation, it was like, wow, that's R. Kelly, like just crazy old R. Kelly.
it's just,
Like it's not right, but like people kind of normalized it, right? Like,
there were so many red flags. That it's
buddy, he
still
married
nuts,
a
though.
15-year-old when he was like in
the
his.
Aaliyah stuff. When you look back
Oh
at
my
it, thinking
God.
like
Have
we
you
were
so-
young. We were young at the time.
I
so,
didn't
like,
understand that at the time.
No, like that was
when
what?
did
How
that
old
happen?
were
That was early '90s, right? That happened.
Yeah, like I wasn't around. I didn't hear about it till after. Like,
I only know.
heard
I
it-
only know about it from the documentary. Them wearing like that matching Mickey
Yeah, like,
Mouse
I didn't
shit.
find out that till, like,
I never
early
saw that
2000s.
because even they were like, oh, it was on BET. And I remember watching BET as a kid, and even like the set and that was before like any time I'd ever saw it.
Really, that's what I mean. Like I only know.
Like,
I only heard about it like in.
it wasn't no
the 2000s,
AJ and
early
Free on
2000s.
106 in Park.
No, so we weren't there for that stuff, so we never would have heard that stuff. Like, you know, you just heard the music, and then but he's been doing some dirt since like for a long time.
And
Like, if you
we've
go
known
through all
about
the
it, man.
lyrics.
When you go back to the R. Kelly thing,
The tape, right?
sorry,
the infamous tape is the fucking
the tape. I remember.
one.
Yeah.
But what they were saying in the documentary,
that?
right,
What
was
is
that
this, the tape?
the family,
where he
the
peed on the
girl,
girl.
the tape of where he peed on the girl
Oh,
and ended up being
yeah.
underage as well. But the family and the daughter, like the girl and the girl's parents, I think R. Kelly got to them and hush money, and they went
Yeah.
away, and they
Well-
wouldn't press charges, and they wouldn't go in about it. So it got left alone. But
I-
what happened was one of the girls that was living with them, like they said in the documentary, right, who was there, I guess, living there, like took one of the tapes one time, and then someone else got their hands on
Yeah.
it and then leaked it, and then he was getting like extorted for it. And then I guess it leaked. And apparently, like I was listening to some other podcasts
think
talk
it was
about it,
his-
and they were saying like you could go through like New York, and it's probably still in certain fucking
Oh,
back
Jesus.
alley copies of it because he was everywhere. Like everyone heard about it, and they're talking about how everyone was like watching
yeah.
it. But now think about they were looking at it just to see what the fuck's going on. But that's disgusting because it's a fucking kid.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. Well,
Fucked
yeah,
up.
and that's why Sony dropped him, and
Fuck, man.
he's getting
yeah.
charged. So.
You
Did
can't
see
even
the
listen to
Chris-
his music anymore, man. I
Did
listen to his
you see-
music, and it has a whole different context to it.
Yeah, that's happened a bunch recently, actually, with the band.
Brand new.
Brand new, yeah, the lead singer. That fucked me up.
So what happened with that? What happened with
He was
his
just like a string of fucking chicks.
sexual
from-
assault and shit?
Yeah, just like and like underage girls. He was just like really coercive and abusive and shit. But
That's
I
fucked
was
up.
just gonna jump to. I was
Didn't that
gonna-
happen with Headley as well?
Oh, I don't even know.
Oh yeah, he had some shit too. That guy got some like, I don't know if it was underage girls or just sexual assault or
I was gonna
something
segue that
gross.
that talk though into the Chris Brown. Did you see that recently?
With the girl from Paris
I just saw.
and then now he's
suing her.
suing her for defamation.
You have to when it's
Yeah.
fully false.
Hell
Like,
yeah. Well,
good-
especially
good.
just
If it is false.
especially just from how much publicity. as soon as that
yeah,
happened,
he was
like,
getting fucked. He was gonna be
Dude.
fucked for that. Well, I mean, if he did do it, fuck him.
Reddit
Because there's
was-
everything he's getting.
Yeah, Reddit was blowing up.
But
though,
if it
like,
tur-
well, he's already also a piece of shit. for the
Yeah, he's
most
got
part,
those
too,
other
like-
things, right? I got that whole.
I know this isn't like here comes the first controversial thing on the cast, but I know it shouldn't like sway your opinion or whatever, but like I think that like if you don't do what like Chris Brown's doing and just being like, yeah, I'm 100% innocent, I'm suing them for defamation. Like if you don't do that, then it's kind of like, oh, that's suspicious.
Yeah, you're just like,
Oh
I got
no,
that
you
that
have
one.
to. I think no, and I think you should. 'cause,
Like when you
you're-
hear about
'cause
people
think-
like settling out of court, it's like if I didn't do anything, what am I settling for?
exactly.
Like,
so-
like I don't want to speak on. I'm not speaking on anything specific.
yeah. No,
but, like-
completely. I think you're
Like,
right.
like if somebody accused me, they're like, "Oh, you did this," I'd be like, "Yeah, fuck you, I did this." Like a 100%.
It's
And you
a
wanna
village.
clear
I
your
would get if I was
name, right?
famous, I would get out in front of the media and be like, "I 100% did not do this." Like,
But also aside from just trying to get out in front of the media, the people that do false accuse, it fucks over the people
Oh,
who do
hell
accuse
yeah.
people, and it hurts them too because
oh,
they're
man, it
not
hurts
gonna,
actual victims for
they're
sure.
actual victims of that
Completely.
crime. So people who are false claim, besides the fact that they're also trying to ruin someone's name and totally
Yeah.
fuck them over just
Take
for
away
their
from, they take away from
just to
actual
make some
important
pay.
shit, yeah.
They should be getting charged with they should be able to be charged. Yeah, so he should be
there's a
countersued
story,
or
the dude that in high school
Maybe they
got
should be charged for
accused
those
by a
false accused.
16-year-old girl of raping her, and then he was in jail for 6 years, and then she finally was like, "Okay, I lied about it."
Jesus.
That chick should get double, at least.
At least
she
the
should be in
same
jail
amount.
At
16
least the same
years?
amount, but I'm saying like the sentence should be double. Like you do what he did plus another.
How do you
6.
sleep at night knowing someone's in?
You
jail?
literally took someone's life away, man.
Well, at
6
least it was only
years?
6 years.
six,
and-
makes
And he
sense.
went in
And you
young,
gotta
but
figure.
still,
So you
Six
think
is
you're
crazy.
you think you're
Six
coming out?
prime
You
years of
think
your
you're coming
life.
out,
Oh, yeah.
especially someone who's probably not like someone who's getting into trouble a lot. Maybe that was like an accident. Like obviously he was innocent. He didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
You don't think he's coming out different when he went into jail as
Oh my
well?
God.
So more than 6 years because when he comes out,
Oh
he's
man,
gonna be
you're
a little
changing
different.
their
different.
life for sure.
That's 6 years in there, dude. Not a
Yeah,
joke. That's
crazy.
not a joke.
Ooh.
But the R.
Oh.
Kelly shit is fucked and just. We should before we close that thing.
Yeah, basically, man, fuck R. Kelly.
I think that's basically where we stand with that.
I mean,
Yeah, I didn't think it needed to be said. I think that's just like
Yeah,
it's kind of, common
Yeah.
sense at this point.
completely, man.
I mean,
Completely.
there's a whole bunch of stuff like apparently he was like sexually molested and that as a kid and that, and like
Yeah.
that's probably why
That's a
he's
lot
all
of the
fucked
cases,
up.
right?
But like that doesn't like excuse you for like ruining other
Yeah, but
people's
like who
lives.
wasn't?
And like he's just ruined a lot of people's lives. So I don't know, man. Basically, fuck R. Kelly
Yeah,
No, he had some fucked up shit happen for sure.
for sure.
But also like
but you can't excuse
yeah,
him.
that
So do a lot of
happens
people,
to a
right?
lot of people. And,
Yeah,
like, there's
and
a lot.
They don't start sex cults.
No.
When it-
Yeah, no, that's a whole. That's fucking weird. And it's crazy
it
too
was
because it
a
wasn't
lot
just
of
underage.
people-
It wasn't just young girls. There was a like 30-year-old fan that he got, but he was victimizing people. He was finding weak people, which he could
Yeah.
manipulate.
Even man,
That's what I'm saying. It's
e-
not just like it's not just the abuse.
a
It's that he's
predator.
probably also had something else going on up there.
for
and then the
sure.
abuse
Oh
just
yeah, he's sick.
compounded
He's
that,
like a
you
sick
know?
guy for sure.
Yeah.
But definitely fuck him
But
and
he
fuck like
sings
anybody
well.
who like fuck the people who helped him. You know what I mean? Those are
yeah,
really
the
shitty
people who are hiding that
Like
shit.
there's no way
and
anybody
knew
does,
about it and
there's
didn't
no
do
way
anything.
anybody
People
does
that
that.
are making money off of him still that are like, oh shit, we can't let this out.
Yeah, it's,
You don't
it's
think
wild,
Sony
eh?
Music Group had
Oh,
any say in
Jesus.
burying any of that stuff especially when he was in his prime and they're like, yo, this guy's worth
Well-
this much to us.
well, dude, you
we
haven't
could
seen the,
spend
uh,
this much on him.
You haven't seen the show. There was like a literally like, an email like got leaked that was like, yeah, like we don't care that like it literally said like we don't care that R. Kelly peed on a girl, like he's he's worth too much to let go, or like you remember that?
Yeah,
That was from
yeah.
it was something I'm
But I
paraphrasing.
think that was
But
like
it was literally someone
before-
circulated like, yeah, we don't care what he did, like he's worth
Huh.
too much to us to.
I hope that
Like,
was
he'll-
before they knew
he'll-
the fucking girl was underage too. Like not let alone. I mean, I guess people like.
But like I
you
think
know,
it was like something
but
like
under-
internal, like and they were like they didn't expect it to get out, and they were
If
just like,
that's internal and you're okay with someone peeing on a fucking 14-year-old, that's disgusting. Like,
It's
you're
crazy.
fucked. So those people sent the
Yeah.
email should be.
I
fucking
like
prosecuted,
it's from
you
the
know?
documentary, but you remember what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah. I'm trying to remember. I don't.
I'm
want
trying. Exactly.
butcher
I
it,
don't
but I know
want
you're
to.
talking
Yeah.
about it too.
but
They
it-
were talking about it, so I'm just trying to remember or figure out like.
But
did
they were basically,
know the age of
but
the
R. Kelly
girl,
at that point,
or
was
they
still
just saying,
so-
"Oh, there's a video." Of
That's what I
him.
mean. That's basically the thing. Like the record company doesn't give a shit if he's making money. You're
Yeah.
a dollar sign.
And he didn't murder her.
and
It
it's how many
might have been a
it's
little
how
bit
many
different.
dollars is it gonna take away from his sales, and it wasn't enough.
I
for,
bet you they were like, yo, we'll buy her a
Well-
lifetime supply of like Bounty. She'll be good
Jesus,
to go.
man.
Jesus.
Just saying, that's how they would probably handle it. Like, yo, whatever, buy her off with.
Tom's just saying like they don't give a fuck. They're like
Yeah.
whatever. Like they're just everything's just commodity.
I guarantee they're just
Came
like,
off real
man.
harsh, but
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Because that's how I guarantee how they're just like, whatever. Who gives a fuck? Shit in their mouth.
fuck those guys though.
So,
But they should be fucked. They should be prosecuted.
At the
and dealt
same
with.
time, there's probably people out there that are like, yo, I would absolutely let R. Kelly piss in my mouth.
Well, you know what's fucked up is
So-
apparently there were. I didn't see the video, but I
Obviously,
saw links
the
to it.
age thing is
The
fucking
videos of,
crazy
like,
and
him still-
terrible, but
Dude,
you
he's
know,
still out there playing shows. He was at a club
people
or at
do the
some,
kinky shit like that.
But speaking on that, is like people wanting him to do that. They had girls saying, "Oh, take me hostage and shit." Recently,
That's what I'm
like 'cause he was
saying.
at a club. Like there are nuts people out there.
There's kinky
Well, think about like
motherfuckers out there.
think about the killers in jail that get wives outside of jail that just write inmates.
Yeah, that blows me away. Actually, like,
Think about that. Like, how the hell does that even happen? Like, what goes in your mind where you're like, I want to hit up these inmates and try to find one that I'm going to date? Like, are you trying to
I
help
don't know. The
them?
weirdness of
I don't
people
fucking
never, like, ceases to amaze me. It's just
Oh, yeah, just
you
be-
always see something new that's equally weird and equally amazing.
This guy.
I love it.
completely.
Why the fuck are you on your phones?
Are you gonna fix the link?
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
It's funny how much. Oh, did you guys watch the Firefest documentary by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you
there's
watch
another
Did you
documentary.
watch the Hulu one or the Netflix
Just the
one?
Netflix
Netflix.
one.
Yeah, I only seen the Hulu one.
Oh,
Oh, let's discuss.
Oh
break this
man,
down
it's
from
not
different
like
sides.
nothing
Bam,
different
You're gonna
happened
give me
though.
knuckles.
I'll give you some nucks.
It's
Nucks,
literally the
nucks me
same
up, dog.
incident.
Another pint over there?
I got one for you.
Yeah, I'll take one for this. Yeah.
Yeah, get her in here. Yeah, man.
That was
so
nuts.
was yours really about the fucking guy? What's his name?
Billy.
Billy boy.
Billy was in yours.
Billy
though.
is a yeah, he gave an
He's
interview.
not in this.
Oh,
was
he
in
gave a
they
full
showed
inter-
footage.
Jeez,
they paid
man.
him though. They paid him for that.
I bet they did.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Billy
Netflix
needs cash.
Netflix wouldn't pay him for an interview, so he didn't interview. So they just put it together with.
Billy is a psychopath, man. Yo, he is a pathological liar.
Yeah, you can see it in his face.
Yeah, you should
I
watch.
wanna see
You,
his-
you should watch the interview, man. It's crazy.
I want to. I'm gonna try. Can you send? If you do you have the? I'm gonna find a link. To
It's
the
on.
Hulu one.
Yeah, I'll get you a link.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's insane though, man. They literally ask him, they made a clip where they'd be like, he's like, tell me like one thing I've lied about. And he'd be like, I said I did $100 million, and they showed a thing. It's like he made $50,000 like on this. And he'd be like, we had 20,000 members. He'd be like, membership was 50 at most. Like showing like an actual clip.
All of the cards and shit.
Like
yeah.
like whatever the fuck, like whatever he was talking about, like every single thing he said was a lie, and he was just like fuck you, like this is 100% the truth.
He's a
Like show me
narcissist,
how
man.
it's not the truth. Like, and sometimes you just like sit there and like not answer. And it
Oh,
was
really?
That
I was
was
wondering-
hilarious, man.
it was weird, man. Hey, dude, he's
Yo,
crazy.
it was like we were watching it just mouths open. It was like they're like 2 weeks out and they had to cater all that food. I was like,
Oh my
what?
Did yours
God.
have?
Dude,
when the dude was like, I was ready to suck his dick. I was like,
yo,
what the
his business, his
fuck?
mentor that was like helping him. Nuts.
That is taking quite a hit for the team.
Did yours?
Dude, were you not thinking like? Cause when it was going, I was giving me anxiety. Like I was thinking about like some of those like festivals that we did when we were DJing, and it was just like the first one was crazy, but it was like 300 people. Like they had like the balls, but they also had a bit of money where there was an actual company before.
But it was also in the middle of a goddamn ocean.
Yeah, and they didn't even have the island secured, and then they put Pablo Escobar,
And then they switched spot. Yeah, that.
But
yeah,
I
yeah,
know
that
what
was
I know,
great. That
like
was
the
great.
festival you guys are talking about, and then, like probably what they expected to make, like for their entire gate and everything, is probably what one person paid for a ticket. To
Oh,
go
yeah,
to
yeah,
go to that. You know, so imagine how much more the shitstorm would be.
Cause I'm well,
Like imagine if your festival didn't go good, people would be like like people would be mad,
yeah.
but they'd be like whatever, it's a
Oh,
small
for
little
sure, for
festival, like it's whatever.
And it was local. People drove.
And it was like exactly.
It was like a 4-hour drive.
Imagine if every single person paid like what that entire festival made on a ticket, and like got it's. Did yours have the
You know,
interviews with the bartender? They met a
Uh,
bartender when they first got to the island, just like the local.
Oh yeah. She was
He's
there too.
He's the man.
Oh.
No, him.
Oh, the girl.
Oh,
no,
no,
the
it's a dude or not?
oh. No,
He's
I
the
only
man.
saw the
They-
girl who
they-
had the restaurant.
They asked. He was like their local kind of guide, and they asked him like, "Yeah, do you think we can get this done?" He's like, "No, man." Like,
Yeah.
yeah. He's like, I just get them drunk.
I love when the pilot was like trying to like actively. He's like, "Yo, this is not gonna happen." And they're like, "Okay, you're not gonna." They just like ushered him off to the side, and then they cut to him, and he's just like smirking, like, "I fucking told you so."
It's so insane they wouldn't just push it back.
It's nuts. They should have figured something out. That was weird, wild that they even thought to try to continue it. But
It's
I was
also
just thinking
crazy
about
that they had that app that was potentially gonna be like a huge thing, and then this fucking festival just ruined
The Fire
all
app.
of that.
Ja Rule's still trying to make. He's got the exact same app with a different name. It's like Icon or something like some other lame
Makes
name.
sense.
I always think whenever
Ja
I think of
Rule,
Ja Rule,
man.
I just think of that Dave Chappelle clip.
Who gives a fuck about Ja Rule? Yeah.
But yo, the reason I was thinking about it is I was thinking about like that would be the fucking worst. Imagine going there. The people who got stuck at the airport would suck. Worst would be the people who went there and had to stay in those wet things and they were stuck and there was nothing around.
Yes, absolutely. No
Fucking. But
food,
you know
no
what? They a bunch
water.
of rich kids, so I guess
When they locked them in the airport with no
a
water,
little toughness will
and
make
anything,
them.
that was
They'll be
wild.
all right for one night.
It's fun. Like it is kind of funny. Like
But it's
making
fuck-
fun.
I would hate that. And at least when we went to the festival we were doing, like we were able. It was camping, so it was chill. We just camped out, but it was just like
It is funny. It is
we
funny.
could have
Like
left
thinking
if
of.
we needed to.
It is funny
They
thinking of
couldn't
like
leave.
rich kids kind of being stranded there. But just imagine like the one guy who just like fucking mowed lawns, saved up his
Fuck,
allowance.
man.
no.
He'd be like, "Fuck."
Breaking down.
All he wanted to do was just,
no.
I just want to see Blink 182 in the Bahamas. It's my dream.
Blink 182 in the Bahamas with a
I'm
couple
getting
of
3
couple of
things checked
broads.
off my bucket list this weekend.
He just worked so hard and saved his money from. I guess he couldn't save it that long because the festival was only announced like 5 months before it was supposed to be good. So never mind.
Damn.
It was crazy. Yeah, at one point, like the guy was like, "Oh yeah, I'm an event planner. I met with them." He's like, "Yeah, this sounds awesome." He's like, "We can probably get it up and running like
12
16,
months.
18
He's like,
months."
yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, no, we want to do it in 4." He's like, "Nah." Like,
Yeah,
he's
no
like, "We
thanks.
left and we're just like, nah, like that's not gonna work, is it?" He's like, "I guess we can try."
It's also hilarious how quickly everything spread just by that stupid orange tile that those models.
The
and shit
marketing
shared.
was amazing,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
and
Yeah,
just
it
getting.
was a good move in the way they got all those.
I remember
like,
that. Remember the day they
influencers.
put
yeah.
out everybody tweeted the orange
I
fucking.
remember two people talking about it at work and being like, "Why is this all over Instagram and shit?"
Because everybody they paid like the top like 50 influencers or whatever. So you probably followed like one of them. Like if you didn't follow like one of the like if you like we probably don't follow like the Kardashians.
No, but
No,
like
it-
Amanda, like I mean, at
They
work,
would,
right? Like all
but
like, the
and
girls
but
I
like
work
but
with. were
one of
all-
us would probably follow like 50 Cent or
Yeah.
somebody who they paid like I guess not 50 because it's Ja Rule. Beef. yeah.
I told you food
How much
before.
do you think 50's loving watching those fire documentaries?
This
Oh
is
yeah, I
how
was thinking that the
we
whole
do.
time. Especially when Jaws getting all like,
50 just sitting there,
yeah.
He's eating. He's like, "This is great." He's like, "This is just."
just popcorn.
Oh my god.
At the end when Ja Rule was like, we can make something of this weekend, I was like, holy shit, this dude has
I
no
love-
idea the shit show. that
I
he's
love
in.
knowing
At
that
that
in
point,
real
do you
life.
not feel bad for him because you think he's really trying to actually? He doesn't realize that he just hooked up with his nut job.
No,
Yo, I
think he
remember-
he was
This guy's
just trying to
nuts.
salvage his what was left of his shit show.
Did you see that Drink Champs like fuck Ja Rule?
No.
Yeah, this is what happened in real life. Ja Rule.
Wait, didn't he go to do an interview there?
Yeah, he.
I heard about it. They were just talking about another
they said,
podcast.
They said like Ja Rule so far has been quiet and been like, yo, I don't have any part of it. Like it was like blah blah blah, and he got hammered on Drink Champs and was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, Firefest, my vision. I can't. And yeah. I started that shit.
Yo.
My vision. He was because he was hammered on Drink
Drink
Champs, eating wings and just doing tequila shots. And he said a bunch of like incriminating shit.
Oh damn.
Yeah, these rappers snitch on themselves, man.
Oh, completely. Completely.
The Bugle boys will never snitch,
No, not on
especially on
ourselves.
ourselves. Yeah, I'll roll over on each other. I'm not doing no time.
Good
Oh,
to know.
man.
I'll roll over on you so fast, bro. Dillashaw got knocked out.
Oh, UFC fights.
That was a really good UFC card.
All right, transition.
Oh, Mike Tyson was on Joe Rogan.
yes.
I was just thinking of bad transitions because that was a bad transition. Mike loved the
Hearing
bad
Mike Tyson
transitions.
Talk about DMT was just such a crazy thing to me. Like,
Done acid.
yeah.
11. Yeah, he's like, I did it at 11. He said it like a minute into the interview, too.
Yeah. That
What do
was
you think about Khabib? That's how he did it. As soon as Joe would start saying something, he did like, what do you think about John Jones? Just like, in what way?
In what way? Man, Tyson's interview was hilarious.
It was great. Man. I
Dude,
love
like
Mike
when
Tyson.
he was like, and he's like, when he was talking about, he's like, so I call my agent with the cars, and he was like, I got this guy, and if he doesn't pay me my money, I'm gonna take his cars, I'm gonna get horses, and he's like, whoa, you can get horses? I got some cars, maybe I could get some horses, and I just died, bro. And then he went in and he started to talk about what he got in the car accident. Gave the guy with the
lions
keys.
and tigers.
Yeah, he's got lions and tigers, and then he's like, yeah, so I got in the car accident, and I was just like, yeah, you can have my car, take my car. And the cops came, I gave him some money or something. I can't remember what he said. And then the guy's like, goes off, and he's like, just take the car. And the guy took the car. He's like, yeah, I got home. First thing I did, I called him and said, where's my fucking car? And he's like, got his car back, and he's like, yeah. And then the funniest part was when Tyson starts laughing. He's like, yeah, I got him fired. I just sat back, and I was like, yo, really, bro?
Just a goddamn legend.
Completely.
Just a
man.
legend, like among men.
Oh, man.
It was so funny when Tom was there. Tom Segura.
Yeah. It's
And-
funny how they're boys. And I remember hearing the story.
Oh, don't go. I got so many stories. And you could tell Tom wanted to say so bad.
Oh, completely. Tom's like, fuck. He definitely must have had something important. he had to
Don't
do.
go. I got so many stories. You're going to want to hear this.
Oh, man.
I like that.
How do you walk in on a fucking?
Jesus.
Mike
Right?
Tyson.
Tyson, Joe Rogan interview.
Yeah. Well, Tom Segura helped set it up, right? Because that was who knew Mike Tyson, because he met him on a flight. And he talked about the story meeting him on the cast.
I
I
like
remember,
that,
I remember Tom Segura's stand-up where he makes the jokes about it. Yeah.
So
yeah,
funny.
he did it. It's funny. Yeah, he talked about the podcast. They did it the stand-up. It's cool watching the Rogan podcast a lot, because when he has the comedian ones and they talk about stuff and then it comes out and they
Yeah.
do it in their acts, it's like, oh, shit.
Even like they'll kind of tell a story and be like, I don't want to talk too much about that because it's like a bit I'm working on.
Yeah, true.
They'll still kind of talk about it. He's like, I can't tell like the full joke.
Yeah. Also, Mikey just texted me. I figured out what the issue was. So yeah, I'm definitely got to get an Ethernet cable and not do the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
stream.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
But I don't have a long cable, so I was like, this is what I got to do tonight.
Oh, is it choppy?
Yeah, it's just the visuals choppy. So I think that's probably why the people are like, the stream might not be the best.
That's all right. We're just trying it out.
Yeah, first episode choppy video, but I'll pick up a long Ethernet cord and we'll run it this. I think I can feed it through my ceiling.
Let me see if you can run it.
Through that
Run
vent
it.
and then through the drop ceiling. There's a way. I got an idea.
It won't let me copy it, but
So I'll get a super long one and just run it through there when we're casting.
Yeah.
Or I could really get a super long one and run it from upstairs all the way down the stairs. But anyway, we will sort out better video next week.
yeah.
Deal with us, but the audio will be up Friday. And we'll keep it popping. But yeah,
We always
That-
keep it popping.
yeah, that Rogan interview. But yeah, back to what we were talking about. That Rogan interview was
Transition from that sort of boxing, like Mike Tyson, to
Oh.
how trash boxing is now. The AB fucking
Broner?
Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You got
Brutal, man.
dummied.
It was silly.
That's why it was
And
so
that-
ridiculous how
interview after was
angry he
awful.
was.
The interview
Yeah.
after was such a joke.
when he was
man.
getting mad at the guy, I was like,
I'm
"Wha-
3-3-1.
Yeah,
and
but
my
I'd be
last 7
6-0
fights, I'd be
against
7-0
you."
against you.
Yeah,
That
what?
wouldn't be very impressive.
Yeah.
The announcer's just like, this interview is
What the
over.
hell?
It was silly, man. And then you know what I saw? That literally the next day, Adrian Broner put out a World Star video. It was literally, I think it might have been
a
like,
rap video?
no, it might have been like, I don't even know. It wasn't Fat Boy SSE, but it was like one of those guys, like somebody who's like kind of famous or whatever.
like an
And they were
Insta
like
guy.
driving a car, and then there was like another like kind of like Instagram celebrity in the back. She's like, man, I lost like 5 racks on AB. Like I'm so mad, man. If AB was here, like I'd knock him out, and like I'd knock him out on site. And the guy in the front's like, oh yeah, word. Like you'd knock him out. He's like, yeah, I'd knock him out on site. And then Broner gets in the car, and he's like, hey, what's up, y'all? And then like he was making like just like a skit video the next day. I'm like, this man, like it's crazy. All he's doing it for is the cash. Like
Yeah, completely.
That
And
he
everyone's
lost
like
on the fight.
hollering out like, "Oh, like you made all this
He
money.
used to be,
Yeah,
like,
you
a
made a lot
very
of money
good
on the
boxer,
fight, but
too,
you
like-
but you lost the fight. It wasn't even a fight. Like it was. I didn't watch it. Did you guys
Silly.
watch it live?
no,
No,
man,
I'm
no.
sorry
I
to read
didn't even
that.
watch the highlights.
Oh no, I saw some.
I heard in the interview like your best round you landed less than 8 punches.
It was a joke.
Why am I gonna watch that?
There's nothing
I
to
want to watch Pacquiao I want to watch 40-year-old Pacquiao technically beat Adrian Broner for 12 rounds.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Like
don't
I ain't got
think so.
shit to do. Like what if I got SmackDown to watch. I haven't even seen that yet.
Oh, fuck. SmackDown.
I watch
SmackDown.
Adrian Broner.
Adrian Broner. Speaking of SmackDown,
I'll knock out Adrian Broner.
you're gonna knock out
You
Adrian
put that
Broner?
on.
Shit, that's on camera,
Yeah,
man.
put that out, AB.
Damn.
You're
Yo,
gonna go
Papi
You're gonna go
Chulo.
3, 4, and 1 in your last 8.
Damn, Papi Chulo coming
That's
at you.
that's big words.
Yeah, I hope he sees this.
Dude, he might be listening. I might have sent him the link.
I hope so.
Nah, man, I didn't send him the link.
I'll get us some views, man. I'll fight Adrian
Send it to
Broner.
Pacquiao.
I'll fight Adrian Broner for the podcast.
Yo, damn, you're really putting on, man. All right, so we found. All right, guys, we figured out.
MMA rules.
Are you the shooter of the squad then?
Yeah.
All right. Or do we just? No, because we're gonna be like the higher up. We gotta hire some shooters.
Mhm.
We can't be doing it ourselves.
Whoa.
Too big to fight
You talking
Adrian
about camera
Broner.
shooters?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Come
What
on,
else do you think
bro.
I'm talking
Come
about,
on,
bro?
dude.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we never
I'm gonna
snitch on
film
ourselves.
myself, dude. We're
Yeah.
gonna we're not
We've
gonna
already
film
broken
ourselves.
Bugle Boy rule number 1.
No, because we're talking about filming, dude. We're not gonna film ourselves.
Shit.
Shit. But you brought up some wrestling.
Hell yeah.
You want to get into a little bit
Yeah,
of
it's-
wrestling? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
it's
know
my
you got
It's literally my favorite time of the year.
This is what you've been waiting for. We're gonna get into.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you got the new sound effects? Can I get a
No, I
woo?
don't have that.
Next week. Next
Damn.
week.
No, I think I
told you
saw.
fools before.
You
Good
did
enough.
tell us before to do it. But yeah, the Royal Rumble,
Bam, 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 bam. It's Royal Rumble season, y'all.
and it's taking place in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, it's Royal Rumble's probably the best pay-per-view of the year. For anyone who doesn't know, we're all huge wrestling fans, especially Tom.
Especially Tom, biggest fan in the group.
And
You guys got your picks?
Royal, yeah, well, we're gonna do is start like the Bugle Boys title, where we're gonna do picks for major events like wrestling pay-per-views, UFC fights, Super Bowl.
Yeah. So
Super Bowl's coming up.
The thing is, I want to pick them based on what their outfits are.
Yeah, you can pick me.
Speedo.
Tom-
because-
Tom
dude,
likes to pick
whatever,
live. Yeah.
whatever you want to pick.
Actually,
you can pick.
WrestleMania is kind of like the Oscars for wrestling, so everybody wears a special costume that night.
Good.
Yeah, you'll
So I
you'll
want to
enjoy
pick
it.
on spot because I'm a Speedo guy. So that's like,
That is true. You can't pick on spot though, because we got to put our predictions on wax right now.
nah, you guys do that.
No, you got
I'm
to
the
do it.
wild card, bitches.
Chris, tell Tommy has to play by the rules.
You have to play by the rules.
No, because I want to see what they're wearing, man. That
So
changes
he's-
everything. If they have new outfits on the day of, that's gonna change how they feel about themselves. That's gonna change how they wrestle. We all know this is a real thing, right? Like, this is real wrestling, so these things
The
matter.
outfits do. I mean, would you say that the Gino, in your expert experience,
Yes,
would you say?
the outfits absolutely do matter.
So?
But you have to pick now because that's how we're playing.
All right.
Nah.
Shut up, Tom.
I think we should make our picks, and I think we should make an official Instagram post.
Yeah, we are gonna make our picks and make an official Instagram post.
We'll just throw it in like a Word doc and take a screen capture of it, and you can see. So that way, there's no bullshit, and the users can really see. Like, you know what? Tom's losing every fucking one.
Let's do it.
You know what?
Baby, I'm
As
holding this belt all
competitive
So-
as
year.
I am, like,
We're buying a belt, dude. We're
We are,
gonna
and,
split on
oh
a
yeah,
belt.
and for
Oh,
the
we're splitting on a
listeners,
belt. I'm already been looking.
we are-
There's some companies online we can.
Chris
do
is already googling getting a custom-made title belt for our picks. So you have to pick now, so it's official.
I have
Well,
to pick
we
right
can-
now.
we can
No,
look-
we don't
let's
have to
look-
pick
I
right
got
now.
some.
We're not gonna do.
I'm picking based on what names I think are the sickest.
We're not gonna do picks for.
Would you say names are a big part?
Absolutely, names are huge.
Okay. However, what was the
So-
name that I picked the other?
Oh yeah.
Right after I said I was gonna pick based on which names.
Your
I thought
pick,
were the
your pick to
coolest.
win the Royal Rumble was Titus O'Neil, and then I told you the last Royal Rumble, Titus O'Neil, that he fell under the ring while he was running to the
I
ring.
was hurting, man.
Everybody who hasn't seen that clip should look it up. Just Titus O'Neil Royal Rumble.
Well, now that I got that tidbit, I might not pick Titus, but I did like his name.
So we won't do picks for the actual Royal Rumble matches
Mm.
because there's a women's and a men's Royal Rumble match. The winner gets a title shot at WrestleMania, but they don't announce everyone who's in it because there's always surprise guests in that.
Oh, for the 30-man match.
Yeah. So it would be
Oh,
kind of.
That's what I thought we were picking. Like,
we can pick
which
that.
rank the 30 guys go in.
We'll
like
pick that one off the record.
Oh, because we should set up like a 1 to 30 docket, and everyone
See,
puts it in.
I'm doing that at work. Everybody puts in $10, and you get randomly assigned a number, and then that number is your person when they come out. Because it could be any number that wins, right?
Instead of even putting money in, let's just all start pitching towards the belt, and then we'll just buy the belt, or we could put money in.
Yeah, but I don't think we could get other people to just pitch in the money for a chance
Oh,
to
I was
not
thinking
win
this
it.
was between the 3-way, but you say we jump into the work one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Bugle Chris will
Yeah.
put 10 in for this shit.
You want in? Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
in,
I'm gonna
fuck
put
it,
it
I'm
out
in.
tomorrow. I've got a couple people who already said they're in. So.
All right, I'm in. Let me
Alright,
do the
cool.
thing. Can I? And
But
I just
okay,
send you my
well,
pick?
let's do our pick off the record then. Who do you think's gonna win the Royal Rumble?
Well, I need to go through the list of the names.
We don't have a list. I can pull. Actually, I got it right here.
So I am not gonna know who's on this.
Okay, so if you want to talk about the Royal Rumble,
We
so,
could,
Oh,
dude.
man.
We are.
okay,
on
so
the-
for anybody who doesn't know, the Royal Rumble is a 30-man or woman now because they do a women's one.
Equality,
Elimination
baby.
match. Like 2 people start in the ring, and it's 30 people total, every 90 seconds they say, but it's like not officially. Somebody else comes down, and the only way that you're out in the match, like you can't get pinned or anything, is to toss them over the ropes. It's like old school. They've been doing it since the early 90s. So here's people who are confirmed to be in it. R-Truth is going to be the number 30 because he won a thing, so he's the last person, which is a big advantage. Drew McIntyre, Big E, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, Seth Rollins, Jeff Hardy, Dean Ambrose, Bobby Lashley, Samoa Joe, John Cena. You can't see him. Elias, Baron Corbin, Jinder Mahal, Apollo Crews, Andrade, Mustafa Ali, Rey Mysterio, and Titus O'Neil. Your boy.
Yo, these
boy.
names suck. These names ain't nearly as flashy.
They don't have wrestling names anymore, right?
It's like
90% of those
cool,
are just
John Smith,
look,
Tom Harvey.
Big
Like,
E
what the
and
fuck?
R-Truth are the only ones that aren't
None of those
actual
gave me a
names.
spark in my loins. I was like, this man's gonna win.
You're right, man. Yeah, you're
For
absolutely right.
real.
There's no like The Undertaker,
Yeah, right.
Yokozuna.
Yeah.
Nobody has a cool name.
Yeah, where are all the fucking
But these
wrestling
guys gonna
gangsters
come out
at,
wearing
man?
like collared like polo shirts. and,
Samoa
like,
Joe is a name. Like that's one. I'll give him
khakis,
that.
puff khakis.
And I do like.
There's no
man,
characters in wrestling.
And I do
there
like
used
a
to be.
big
berries.
Samoan man. I mean, they're fucking tough dudes. A big Samoan like that.
Rey Mysterio's still
But-
around.
Wait,
right?
wait.
There always
He's,
is.
he is Samoan. That's his background too.
But that host, are you talking about Samoa Joe?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Dude,
but,
I didn't
um,
know there was a Samoan in the tail because.
But just to give, like, just
that
to
might
show
be
you
my
how it's
pick.
a curveball. Just like it says here, 19 of 30 entrants have been announced. So there's 11 people who haven't been announced in it.
Dude, we got last minute 11 coming in. When do they come in usually?
It's a surprise right up to it.
Shit, that's a week away, isn't it? That's Sunday.
It's Sunday. Oh yeah, it's a
This
they,
is Sunday.
They keep it a
man.
big surprise. Like,
Whoa.
probably Bray
Shit.
Wyatt will be back. Probably like guys who have been hurt. Like they usually save them up for the Royal Rumble and have them make like surprise returns.
Shit. Okay, so we gotta. All right, so we'll have to sort
The
this
big
out.
rumor, which probably isn't true, is that Kenny Omega is gonna show up. Who's like the biggest
Oh,
wrestler from New
Wait,
Japan.
Kenny Omega?
Yeah,
That's kind of a cool name.
He's-
Yo Mega.
he's the biggest guy in New Japan.
Yo
wrestling.
Mega. Yo Mega, right? I like.
So you
saying
guys want
Yo
to make a
Mega.
pick? I got my pick. I think Seth Rollins is gonna win the Rumble.
Go, drop the names again. Say the names
You want me
again.
to run through it
Oh,
again?
man.
Jesus Christ.
That was a lot. That was a lot.
R-Truth, Drew McIntyre, Big E, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, Seth Rollins, Jeff Hardy, Dean Ambrose, Bobby Lashley, Samoa Joe, John Cena, Elias, Baron Corbin, Jinder Mahal, Apollo Crews, Andrade, Mustafa Ali, Rey Mysterio, Titus O'Neil.
Apollo or the Samoan guy. I don't know. Ooh, I'm gonna go with the big Samo.
Man, I feel like I want to pick the most normal name now.
Dude, I'm going for the Samoan man. They got a good build. I think they're gonna do well. I
I'm
think
gonna
he's
go
gonna
with
do well.
Drew McIntyre because that dude sounds
Yo, Drew
lame as
McIntyre,
hell.
honestly, I think might win it.
Sounds lame as hell.
That's a good pick to win it, actually.
Whatever. Fuck Drew.
That's my dad's
Drew's
name.
your boy, man. And dude, Drew, your dad, also the man, especially on Twitter. Y'all don't even know. Me and Drew, we boys on Twitter.
Chris, who's your pick to win the Rumble?
I'm gonna go with this Samoan character.
You like Samoa Joe? Those are good picks, actually.
Samoa Joe, yeah.
Honestly, between Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, and Drew McIntyre, I bet you if somebody of these 19 of 30 win it, it'll be one of those three for sure.
Ooh, all right, we're fucking in there. See,
Women's Royal Rumble, I'm not reading it all out, so we're not going to do that one off the record.
low key, we're heads. You know what I mean? We wrestling heads, low key. Didn't know it till today, but clearly.
All right, so now we got to do our picks. This is for the Bugle Boys title. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 matches we're doing for the title. Y'all ready?
We're gonna have to do outcomes, right? Because we got to do like who picks the most.
I think probably through 7 matches we'll be. We'll do a
Yeah.
we'll do a tiebreaker though.
If we do tie,
Rock,
we'll have
paper,
to.
scissors. One
We'll
shot
do
left.
we'll do. I got a tiebreaker at the end.
All right.
All right. So, first match, Rusev, who is the champion, versus Shin, as you would say, Shinsuke.
Oh, just drop our. Yeah, are you
Shinsuke.
gonna just drop our initials under each
Yeah.
name? Okay, so we have for people watching, we have a list of names for the matches, and we're just gonna tally them
We're
up.
gonna keep it on record for
But
the
we're
Bugle
gonna
Boys
share it.
title.
We'll share a little photo later or something on.
Hell yeah. So we got Rusev, who's the champion, versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE United States champion. Who y'all like, Rusev or Shinsuke?
Shinsuke.
Your boy Shinsuke?
Shinsuke.
Tom likes Shinsuke. You like Rusev or Shinsuke? Shinsuke Nakamura. He's the champion.
And Rusev. Oh, I'm gonna go with Rusev, man. I think he's due.
You like Rusev?
He's due, man. He's due.
How
I
is
can
he-
tell he's due.
He's the champion.
I think you said. Oh, I think you said Numerake was the champion.
No.
Oh, then I'm going with Numeraki. That's why I chose him.
Jeez.
He's due, man. That's the one that's due. I mix them up. Those two guys especially. I mix up.
Nakamura.
Yeah,
bro.
Nakamura. What did I say?
I also am gonna take.
Something dumb.
You mommified it though.
Dude,
for
I
sure.
totally fucking.
I'm also gonna take
mucked his name.
Nakamura. 'cause
My
I think,
bad, my
I think
bad.
they're gonna do something big with him for WrestleMania.
Wow,
But he's
that's-
due. I'm telling you, he's due. I've been
Three-way
wa-
tie on the
he's
first
due.
one.
He's due. Shit. So we're all on the same page. He's due.
Second match is The Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus versus World's Greatest Tag Team,
Sheamus.
The Miz and Shane McMahon
I got Sheamus.
for the SmackDown Tag Titles.
I got Sheamus.
Chrissy is
My
on.
uncle was named Sheamus, so I'm gonna go with Sheamus. And I got a feeling about the Sheamus guy. I think people are
Who
underestimating
you
him.
going?
I'll take The Miz and Shane McMahon. I think they're gonna win it.
You know, you don't think Sheamus is underrated?
Well, I didn't say that at all.
What?
Never at any point did that come out of my mouth.
I feel like people are underestimating him. You know what I mean? Like he's just. I think he's ready to pop, man.
That's
I'm
your
gonna,
guy,
go
eh?
with, I'm gonna go with the
I'm
Miz
riding with
too.
him.
You like The Miz?
Y'all don't like Sheamus, eh? Dude, Sheamus fucks. That's something you guys don't realize yet.
He on that mojo, girl.
Yeah, I'm with Sheamus. I'm riding with Sheamus on that one for sure. I think he's another one that I think is like really.
I'm going
Dude.
Sasha Banks on the next one.
Damn, this guy's already ahead of. So we got the singles match for the SmackDown Women's Championship, or sorry, the Raw Women's Championship. Sasha Banks versus the champion Ronda Rousey.
I'm going with Banks all day.
You like it? You guys both want Banks.
I'm
eh?
with Banks.
I'm taking Rousey.
I just don't like Ronda.
I ain't got nothing
Ronda's
about
gonna be
Ronda.
Ronda's gonna be. They want Ronda with the. Nah, you guys are wrong.
No, she's gonna win because TV wants her to win.
Uh,
Maybe, but like I feel like if they're smart and if she works hard, I think Sasha could come through.
in the other women's championship match,
Acting like you a wrestling fan now.
Bro, dude,
this man's got knowledge now.
I'm ahead, dude. I'm ahead.
We got the other women's championship, Asuka versus Becky Lynch.
Dude,
Becky
you know Lynch is
Lynch.
crushing, dude.
Oh, we're all taking Lynch then. Daniel Bryan, the champion, versus
Obviously
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles. That's just
Yeah, I was
Daniel
going with Styles
Bryan's
right away.
Daniel Bryan's doing this thing right now that's so good, where he's a bad guy, but all he does is just like shit on people for being like bad to the environment. Like he like shits on all the people in the crowd for eating hot dogs. He's like, you pour this filthy processed meat down your gullets. Like he's just such a like, but everything he's saying is like kind of right. But he's just like so pretentious about it. He's being a modern day bad guy. So who do you got? You got AJ Styles?
like a vegan.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Of course, I got AJ Styles.
Tommy. Who you got? AJ Styles or Daniel Bryan? You doing research?
No, I'm with Styles all day, man. He's just got that style. There's something about his style
He
that
is
I
the
just,
phenomenal one.
it's the style about it. It's just
I'd take
it's his
Daniel
style.
Bryan.
It's his fighting style. Styles has that fighting style for me. Just for me, like the way
Shut the.
something about him, man.
fuck
It's his
up.
style, dude. It's you just don't understand his style. I think that's the problem. Like every time you just don't get his style.
Oh wow! I just realized every
It's not
single
your thing,
the
dude.
fuck
Dude, it's
up.
not your thing, dude. You don't know his style.
every match is
And
for
you
a
picked him
title.
though, so maybe you do.
Every match is what?
I just realized every match is for a title that isn't the Royal Rumble match.
Cool.
Yeah, that's,
Dude,
that's a big
Lesnar?
a big
Where
Where are
card.
we at next, dog?
So this one's interesting. It's a fatal four
This
way
is so interesting.
for
A
the
fatal four-way?
WWE Cruiserweight title.
Fuck with me.
Got Buddy Murphy, Akira Tozawa, Hideo Itami, and Kalisto. Could steal the show, I'm telling you, boys.
Who you going with, Gavin?
I'm gonna say
Akira.
you like Akira. I'm gonna say Kalisto.
Oh, Kalisto's a cool name
I'm
too.
gonna take Hideo Itami.
And you want Tozawa?
Yo, for sure. I got Akira all day, baby.
So we got everyone but the champ.
Ooh, yeah. Champs. He's not the champ.
Guy's
Alright.
name's Buddy. What is he? A golden retriever?
He's
I don't even know
Australian,
him.
mate.
Yeah.
You think he's my boy or something? Nah, I ain't calling him buddy.
I ain't
Not
your,
your
I ain't your
buddy
buddy guy.
guy.
Yeah.
Not your buddy
Not your
guy.
guy, friend.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah. Moving on to
and
the
then
next
the last
picks.
match, your main event,
Obviously, fuck Brock Lesnar. I don't know
champion
why.
Brock
I just-
Lesnar versus challenger Finn Balor.
Finn.
You guys
I'm
go
a
first.
Finn
I got
fan.
Brock Lesnar all
I'm a
day.
Finn fan.
You're a Finny?
I'm a Finn fan.
What about you, Chrissy?
I'm gonna go Lesnar.
Lesnar, pretty split decisions by everyone.
I know. This is why I'm like. This is why I'm like. We're gonna. This is gonna be interesting if it's a tie.
Bugle Boy title on the line, everyone. We got the official picks in. We'll be sure to tally it up on the next episode.
Absolutely, and we'll talk about who's the new champion going forward.
You know it's gonna be your boy, Papi Chulo.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Tommy Longbottom over there, been
You need
Tommy
a
Longbottom,
Tommy Longbottom is a fan of the wrestling. He is the
biggest pro
yeah.
wrestling fan in the group.
Yeah,
I'm the
facts.
biggest sports fan of all time.
Dead ass
Dude,
facts.
you
B.
just
No
yeah.
cap.
No cap, man. Shit.
Cap
you
it
have a
ass.
lot of sports costumes in your closet.
I thought you were gonna say you have a lot.
No,
of-
he's got a big sports
I
costume.
thought you were gonna say you have a lot of cap.
One time,
I do have a lot of caps.
One time me and Tom were watching something.
I
beat the pussy up.
Yeah, buddy.
Tommy was like, weren't you like, oh, I really like their costumes?
yeah, it's a
Nah, yeah.
that's a bit. I can't go into
They
it.
are costumes, man.
It was good. I love that. When I heard that, I'm like,
Uniforms.
that's what I say now. I thought
Outfits. What did you? What was the correction?
jerseys.
Jerseys.
No, but what did you say? You said I like their
Costumes.
costume outfits.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, I like their costumes, outfits.
The one that you said was pretty funny. But like you definitely had
Attire.
to say, yeah.
Whatever.
Oh man, that was good.
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
Man.
That's tight. So we got our wrestling predictions in.
Yeah.
We'll do our Super Bowl predictions next week.
Yeah.
when
Super
we have a
Bowl
new
next week.
champion.
Would you guys watch the football games?
Yeah, it was crazy that.
That's two overtime games,
The
man.
I saw the one pass interception that was wild. Dude just hit him.
The Saints.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yo, you see the Saints going up and trying to like petition it and like send
They're trying to
one of the
sue
Saints players was sending Roger Goodell the like Section 37.
You
blah
can't
blah
do
blah.
anything though. Like you know,
Nah, and
there's
even
so
in the
many bad,
section
there's
they
so many
sent-
bad calls all the time. Like
Is like they can't overturn certain calls. It is what it is. It was a mis. Gavin, a mistake. A missed call.
oh man, 100%. I forget the defender's name, but he was like, yeah, I smacked that boy before the ball got there. I thought
He
taking.
did it to stop the touchdown. He openly
Yeah,
admitted
he's,
it.
he's like, well,
You can see
he's
in
like,
the
I thought
video,
taking a
he,
penalty
like,
would be.
You can see him
he
look
never
either
looks.
side,
Yeah.
and he's just like, oh shit, and then he just kind of like creeps away, and then it's like, yeah.
If they were both playing the ball, it would have been like a bad play. But like in the NFL, if you don't look back, it's supposed to be an automatic penalty. Like if you don't look back to play the ball, and he never makes an attempt.
clocked him,
He
yeah.
goes straight at the guy and hits him as hard as he can. Like it's insane. It's like a textbook pass
Yeah.
interference, and they just didn't call it. Like,
Yeah, so that's
I don't
what-
know.
I,
Like,
but that's
have
what
no-
it is.
I have
I
no-
think
I
it's
have no
just a
interest
missed
in the game.
call.
Yeah, like
It just sucks. Like
I
if I was a Saints fan, I'd have been pissed. Dude, did you see? They
all I
posted
wanted
a
was
video?
all I wanted was the Patriots to lose.
Yeah.
Sorry to any Patriots fan losing.
Nah,
or
I was riding
listening.
with KC as well.
How many years have they been in the Super
It's
Bowl? in a
crazy. It's
row?
actually insane now,
Dude,
man.
Brady's run with it too. But yo,
I
just
bet Conky owes me $20.
remember
I-
this. But they showed a video and they were like, "Yo, have you ever seen a turn to a funeral?" And it was like just the Saints fans going nuts and just like they're just jamming to some music. And then it goes to the field goal, and it's just like
Damn.
dead silence in there. Like they were turning up, like people, bitches were twerking and shit. Oh, 2019, we not saying bitches, right? 2019, we trying to not, right? 2019. We being positive?
Just keep it
Well,
rolling.
you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't have to necessarily mean female. It could have meant.
True,
guys
man.
or
There was a lot
girls.
of dudes that wilding out too. Everybody, right? So, but yeah, no, it was like a turn up, and then it switched to like, just like dead silence, sadness, pure sadness from the Saints fans. But yeah, craziness. We'll see the, yeah. Well, we'll talk about the Super Bowl next week. We'll drop our picks next week.
God, the
Tune in
Patriots,
next
man, they seem to not ever lose.
Yeah. What do you think they're gonna do? What do you think? What do you think that when Brady retires?
I don't know, man. They seem like the first year that they really should have slowed down. Like they don't like the receivers are just like whatever. Like it just
Their
Brady and
offensive
Belichick, man,
line
they
is
just can't seem to like be beat. Like
no, but their offensive line is playing really well.
the offensive line is definitely. Oh yeah, like if you don't get any pressure on them, you can't do anything.
And Brady's just so tall. Like he just sees a perfect view of the field every time. It's almost like he just sees something that
You know
other people
what's,
aren't seeing.
You know what's absolutely hilarious that I just rewatched not that long ago?
What?
Me and my boy Bugle. Shout out Bugle if you're watching
Shout out
this.
Bugle Sheldon, friend of the show.
If we watched the Entourage episode,
Yeah.
where
yeah.
where Turtle where they golf with Tom
Yeah.
Brady
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Turtle Brady's like the quarterback like of Patriots like Boston and just like shits on New York all the time. Like they beat them all the time, and they're from New York originally.
Yeah.
So they do like celebrity golfing, and Tom Brady pairs with them. So he's just like Turtle's like a dick to him all day. Like gets 3 waters for like the 4 group. Like you know what I mean? Just and then all of a sudden Tom Brady starts to like he's like let me tell you something. Like he's gonna tell him off, and Brady's like oh like he's like oh like I know your girlfriend like sweetheart. He's like yeah very nice. He's like you guys should come over for dinner. It's like bring a bottle of wine. He's like yeah. Like you want to like hang out, and he's like, yeah. Sure. And then like
so good.
Turtle's like, oh Tom, like he just starts like he falls in love with him, like he just gets so like swept up by him.
Of course, every Tom Brady hater would do the exact same
right.
thing. But you're right. That's
Every
such
New
a-
Yorker, right? Yeah, and he does the complete like
completely.
180. Rewatching the episode, it was so good. He brings like 3 waters.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
sorry, Tom. I guess I forgot about you. It's like it's okay. He's like I'm used to the pressure. He's like, are you?
Yes, that was back when Turtle was dating Meta Soprano.
Yeah, yeah. Because
So
he's like,
Giselle
who's your
and then
girlfriend?
knew
He's
it.
like, you should come over. Giselle cook. He's like, Giselle cooks. Like he was just so excited.
Yeah, but seriously,
Should I
good
bring
call.
anything? Like-
Is Giselle good?
Like wine? Like
Bring a bottle. That was a good show, man.
that show was funny, man. For the time, it was amazing.
And in the movie,
watching it
Eminem's
now,
in
it's like
and shit.
kind of cheesy. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, Vince, put the 50-inch plasma in my room. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really hold up because it's like none of the stuff is like, like you know what I mean? It's
Yeah, but
it's
you
very
get it
cool
at the
for the time.
time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, Vince said the 50-inch plasma goes in my room.
Yeah, Conkle got me onto that show. Like
It was great at the time.
Yeah, that was like a thing that I borrowed DVDs for to watch back in the day.
Exactly. I remember having the
Fuck, do I
DVDs.
borrow
With it. Yeah,
DVDs?
completely.
I don't know the last time I put a DVD in. When was the last time you sat down and watched a DVD or a Blu-ray?
Honestly, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
'cause
same with me,
when I-
actually, yeah.
When my internet
Alright.
goes out, I watch DVDs of It's Always Sunny.
But it was literally because
Alright, that's a good one.
me and
I mean, when my internet goes out, like it's a regular
me
occurrence.
and Bugle were talking about watching a
Oh,
movie.
shit, you gotta get a bit
And we
of.
were like, oh, we should
I mean,
download it. And he's
Sorry,
like, oh, I got
viewers,
the
our internet
Blu-ray.
today is not the best.
Blu-ray.
Me and Booker were talking about watching a movie. I was like, oh, I haven't seen this movie in a while. I was like, we should download it. And he's like, oh, I've got the Blu-ray, so we just watched that. You know what I mean? Like, I guess if you've
Like, ah,
already
this
got,
makes
if you
sense.
want to specifically watch a movie and you already own it, then I guess it makes sense to put it in.
Yeah.
But he was like, shit, I gotta plug my PlayStation in. Like,
Yeah, that's the only way I watch Blu-rays now is because
It's crazy to think
I
that
had
in this day and age, like, if you want to watch a movie that you don't own, isn't on Netflix or Hulu or whatever, and you can't find on a pirating website, it's like,
yeah,
there's not like a library or like a Blockbuster, you know? Like,
yeah, it's different, eh? But it's funny, man. I had a kid who co-opted at the store. Shout out Bands Up D if he's seeing this, and I asked him like, cause I had like some Blu-rays, like I don't ever use them, and I was like, yeah, do you want these? And he was kind of like, no.
Yeah.
He's like, well, like what would I use these? He's like 17. He's like, what would I use these for? He's like, if I want to see these movies, like I just stream them, like I
Yeah.
just download them or stream them or
Yeah.
fuck it, like. These kids don't want DVDs and Blu-rays.
no.
I remember spending so much money on DVD and Blu-ray collections, man.
Absolutely.
It was like a cool thing to collect back in the day.
Absolutely.
It's weird now.
It's like
It's
our
just like
generation's vinyls.
100%, dude, 100%. I had so many Blu-rays at one point. It was like addicting to buy them.
Hell yeah.
Chrissy still got the. I'm looking at the screen. Chrissy still got the Royal Rumble thing up. Hey,
Oh yeah.
he still got the Royal Rumble graphic up. We ain't talking wrestling no more.
No more wrestling. Yeah, we did bounce out of that wrestling thing.
I can keep talking wrestling if you want.
Oh, all good. We'll throw up the socials. Give a little advertise to that. Hit us up on Twitter and Instagram at the Bugle Boys Pod on Twitter and the Bugle Boys Podcast on Instagram.
I think this has been an extremely good episode.
It's been a great episode. I had a great time talking.
I don't
want
want to toot my own horn.
Ooh, already like
had
an
some
hour and a
fun.
half.
We're gonna fix the internet for next week, and we'll have less of a choppy stream, so that'll be good. But the audio was streaming fine. like
The
you
link
said.
will be live in the bio next week.
Yes.
We accidentally put in the bio instead of the website link, which is what happened. You can only hyperlink the website link, not your bio.
Damn.
For next week, y'all.
Damn, nice. All right. We'll fix that for next week, but the audio will be up. So yeah, I guess is there anything you guys want to talk about, or should we just should we shut her down? I think we covered most things we want to talk about. Anything else? Can you think of anything that you
I
want to
think
go
it
over?
was really good.
Anything you want to mention before? No.
Come shop at Vintage 905.
Vintage 905 for all your vintage needs.
108 Dundas Street West.
You know what's Gucci. So yeah, this is episode 1 of the Bugle Boys podcast. I think we can shut her down. And thanks to everybody
I had a grand old time.
tuning in. And we will see you guys next week for episode 2 with better video. Cheers, guys.
That was fun.
Bugle. Bugle.